It's the most unique competitive experience that a surfer can be a part of.
You know, there's really nothing else like it in the world.
If I would put it in one word, would be energetic.
This is one of the biggest contests I can be in. We're here to compete. We're trying to win gold.
Treat it like any other day and not get too nervous, not think about it too much, and just go in like a free surf.
You're in a whole different country with the best surfers in the world.
I love representing Hawaii. It's amazing.
Any way to raise the Hawaiian flag, any way to perpetuate our culture, it's all I want to do at the end of the day, and I'll carry with myself forever.
The ISA World Junior Surfing Games is the biggest competition for the next generation of surfers. This marathon is a 9-day consecutive event where over 50 international teams gather to compete for the coveted World Junior title. Since its inception, Team Hawaii has been one of the standouts, showcasing to the world the style and power of Hawaiian surfing. After a heartbreaking defeat last year in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, trying to defend their gold medal status from 2022, this year's ISA battle is set in El Salvador at a surf break where Hawaii had tasted victory. Coaching the team are top former competitive surf legends Shane Dorian and Jason Shibata.
A synced team, a team that meshes well, bonds, one that operates more as an ohana, is a big part of the success of the Hawaii surf team.
The junior team of Hawaii 2024 is a classic mix, really. You got a few veterans that have been here before and been there, done that, and they kind of like know what to expect, and then you have the rookies, like some of the younger kids just coming up.
This year's team roster consists of Ione LaTurner, Chesney Ganat, Sky Sui, Merrick Makatel, Tiger Abubo, Tama Hanneman, Luke Tima, Jackson Dorian, Rylan Beavers, Isla Sexton, Bahiti Inzo, Malia Moana Lima. Each athlete is a unique talent hailing from all across the Hawaiian Islands, and these killers are going for gold. Welcome to this special edition of Board Stories TV, the 2024 ISA World Junior Surfing Championship.
We're going to El Salvador.
And we're waiting to check our bags in.
Yeah.
And it's taking too long.
Checking in on the way to El Salvador. We're feeling good. Everybody's ready.
Nice. What about you, Merrick? How you feeling?
Psyched. Yeah, feeling pretty good.
What I'm looking forward to the most, the waves, food, seeing everyone, opening ceremony, I'm excited for.
Tablets, make sure they are in airplane mode and either placed in a pocket or held. Video monitors. If you have adjusted your headrest or footrest, please move those back to the original position.
Two more.
How's everyone's Spanish?
Hola. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno.
Okay.
Salir del avión y recuerden tener a mano su
Okay, thank you.
airport in El Salvador.
That's tight. Good. Don't grab it like that. There you go. You can see some Zal from here. You can definitely not see some Zal. Alright.
Oh, it's actually warm.
This little town in El Salvador is super cool. I mean, it is turning into the most epic little surf town. The first time I was here, it was like gang and violence, and it was just not very like surf friendly. And then now coming back, even a few years later, it's like turning into the next Bali. It's really cool. Everyone is just so stoked on surfing. You got all the little surf shops, all the locals are all fired up, and the waves are amazing. I mean, you can't ask for much more, really.
At El Tunco in El Salvador, it's a right and a left break. Breaks right in front of a river mouth. It's a very punchy left break that comes together in wedges. It's kind of always changing. And then the right side of that break kind of seemed to remain pretty constant. A lot more top to bottom and down the line sort of ride, kind of almost like a shorter point break. Two different styles of surfing almost.
I really enjoyed that wave. It was a left and a right, and it was a little bit trickier, and placement for just the lineup was a little bit trickier, but that was one of the waves I really wanted to practice on.
It's kind of a mix between like trestles and like maybe Hawai'i with like the thickness and the powerfulness. Dude, I love El Salvador. It's like, I mean, if there's not a contest going on, it's super uncrowded, super fun waves. Like, I want to come back here in the off season and just free surf.
I mean, in the free surfs, I kind of just get whatever I can get, but you can really just push hard on some waves on your turns. But it's definitely tricky when the wind comes up a little. So yeah, just working on finishing waves strong and staying on your board.
So El Senzal is primarily a right-hand point break. It's also a cobblestone break, but there's a big channel and a lot of sand. The paddle out is really long, sometimes 4 to 7 minutes at times. The wave when it was on was like really fun. It almost reminded us something of like kind of a mix between Makaha and Chun's.
It was a long paddle out with some current, but I think that really tested, you know, your strengths mentally and physically, and that was really like the ultimate test.
I I mean, obviously getting picked for the team and like being able to rep the Hawaii flag is amazing. The Hawaii team, last time we were in El Salvador, won gold. So obviously that brings you a little bit of a sense of pride just because we're kind of the defending champs in El Salvador. And that definitely also puts a little bit of expectation, but there's definitely so much pride and honor to be able to represent Hawaii. I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Oh wow, no, like there was a lot of emotions. I was like mainly like super excited and happy to like represent where I live. Like I was also like a little nervous because it's like some of the best surfers in the world, and I've never competed at this level before, so it's like first time thing, but I'm like mostly really excited.
I think it's just crazy that I'm even on the team, you know? It's one of the most stacked regions in the world. It's where surfing originated, so it's pretty crazy to even be in the top 12 kids selected on the team. Yeah, I was born and raised in Hawaii. It's all I've ever represented. I love representing Hawaii. It's amazing.
To be selected to compete at ISA World Juniors and to represent my home Hawaii, it's just the best feeling. I previously competed there 2 years ago, and it was just the best feeling to be able to represent your own home, and that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to come back, is just a team spirit and how we can represent Hawaii as a whole.
It was an honor. There's like a bunch of like really great surfers come from Hawaii, and to like be able to represent that is just an honor.
Representing my home is everything. Hawaii, it's where my ancestors are from, and no matter what, I always carry Hawaii with pride, and always I wear it on my back with aloha.
All right. Eric, you need to practice.
Oh, the team dynamic is great. I mean, we have kids that are more shy and kids that are really aggressive and like to speak their opinions, and I feel like it just mashes together perfectly and everyone gets along great. And I just love being out there in the water with everybody and like messing with each other a little bit in the water and giving waves to each other and just kind of just trying to uplift everybody and make sure everybody's out there having a good time and no one's bummed out is a big thing. And I don't think any of that's happening. I think everyone's super stoked and really excited.
Yeah, like competing with a team, especially the Hawaii surf team, during the ISA is like huge because like their team's on the beach supporting you and like cheering you on, waving the flags. And every time you catch a wave, they're cheering. Every time you do a turn, they're cheering. If you kick out, you're cheering. And it's just like a source of just energy, just like bringing you on.
The team spirit, it's like something no other you'll experience, especially in surfing, being such an individual sport. Everyone became like a family, just actually from the beginning since we left Hawaii. Like everyone was just so close with each other, and it was nice we had all known each other. It was ultimately just really cool.
It's such a prestigious event, and for them to all be here all together is amazing.
Being from Hawaii, we have some of the best coaches in the world. Some names like Reynos, Bots, my dad, Uncle Chris Martin, you know, we've had amazing coaches.
Shane and Chris and Bots, they've been like really helping us strategize what we're gonna do, like in the free surfs or in our heat. They're really open-minded, so they like really give us options on what we want to do. I really appreciate that, and I'm super stoked that they're here with us.
Uncle Shane has so much knowledge because he was on the tour and did everything for so many years and was like one of the best surfers in the world at one point. So he has got so much knowledge, and I love to just pick his brain about every last little thing. And Uncle Bots is great. I coach with him apart from ISA Worlds a lot, and I really love his opinion and the way he sees competition and sees the waves, and I love working with those guys. My style of surfing and my type works really good with them.
Being able to work with Shane Dorian was like a dream as a coach. You know, for me to be able to work with someone I idolized his surfing skill and talent, the way he is as a family man, the way he is as a coach. He's worked with like incredible elite level surfers, and for him to bring that to our Hawaii surf team, and to be able to share those things and be a sounding board with him and bounce ideas back and forth. Such a pleasure and honor.
I'm really, really, truly grateful to be part of the team. It's an absolute honor to coach Team Hawaii. It's an absolute honor to be a coach with Jason Shibata. I've known the other coach, Jason, for a long, long time, and I think we work really well together. It's such a trip because I was a competitor on the team when I was a kid, 3 different times for the Hawaii team, and so I know what these kids are feeling when they, when they're in their heats and representing Hawaii.
Yeah, Uncle Shane he's definitely, he got to the highest point you can get in surfing pretty much, and yeah, it's really nice. He has so much knowledge and super cool that he can pass it down to us.
I think my dad is the reason why I'm here today. He's basically taught me how to be the human that I am. He's given me a lot of tips on how I surf, but I think the biggest thing is just giving me the tools to get better, and not just surfing but life. And yeah, I think that's a lot of the reason why I am who I am.
It just means the world to me now to be a coach and just to be helping these kids try to live their dream, help these kids try to surf their absolute best. And my real goal is to help them create an experience where they look back on it and it's just an absolute unforgettable experience. If I can create that for the kids, then I've done my job.
Day 1. Today is the first day of competition. How you feeling, man? Good.
Hawaiian riding up, first party goes to red, second party green, and third party goes to blue. First party blue, second party red, third party green.
Come out, go, go! Ai, kai, go, go!
One thing that I really love about ISA is you have a second chance in that sense of going to repo after main round. You have 6 main rounds and 10 reprecharge. So you start in the main round, and if you fall out, you go to the reprecharge. So in a sense, there are double amount of heats in reprecharge and 6 main finals and then the grand final. And we had one day where a lot of our teammates went to recharge. I think what really like perseveres you to keep going is just knowing like you have a second chance, and it's, you know, you have a clean slate and you can start all over again.
So one of the few heats that I made it back from coaching at the El Senzal podium back to La Bocana was for the heat that Jackson, Dorian, and Rylan Beavers matched up in a qualifier round. You know, the goal is always to get first and second, get in the lead early so that you can manage the end of the heat. You have control, you should have priority at the end, and you can dictate how the finish can play out. It ended up being a battle between Jackson and Rylan for that second place position. And in the end, Jackson had priority, paddled for a wave, didn't get the wave, which then switched priority over to Rylan. And with maybe like a minute left, less than a minute, Rylan was able to get to his feet on time before the horn, needing a score. Then bumping up in the second place, therefore eliminating Jackson. A bummer feeling it is to get eliminated, like for Jackson to just give Rylan a big hug and tell him good job, like that's a big moment. The reassurance of like, this is why we're here to support each other. I was really proud of both of those boys for just giving their all, leaving it all out into the water. And when the heat was done, just like, you know, back to an ohana.
It was a hard-fought battle for the Hawaiians in the repecharge rounds. Unfortunately, the majority of the team was eventually knocked out of competition. By the end of day 8, Rylan Beavers and Vaihite Enzo were the only Hawaiians remaining going into finals day.
Amazing opportunity, and we're all here for you. So I want to say congratulations. It's not over yet. There's work to be done. The job's not done, right? Vi knows that. Rylan knows that. So you guys have both been surfing out of your skin, like absolute winning form. I told you both, you guys are surfing like you can win this comp. I 100% have full-blown confidence you guys can both be with the trophy over your head. So I'm not going to jump to any conclusions or anything like that. Just like take it heat by heat, 5 minutes by 5 minutes, and we're going to get it done. But we're all here for each other. We're going to lose no matter what, okay? Yep. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent.
Thanks, Shane.
Man, I was on the rocks looking up at the house at Esimar, and as they're walking down, like, it was like they're going to war. Everyone's surfing on their A game. Everybody pretty much has their heat structure, what's been working for them. It just comes down to two things: wave selection and then dynamic of maneuvers.
Tahiti made her heat, sending her into the grand final. However, Ryland still had one more round of repechage to get through with some heavy hitters in this heat.
It was a battle for second between Ryland and Dane Henry. And they were battling. Dane just got the wave and pushed himself into second, put Ryland into third. Ryland moved back up into priority towards the end of the heat and had one last wave and basically needed to take this wave. Went for a big finishing air move. Inches from pulling it. Had he pulled that air, he would have made the heat, probably bumped up into second and stayed in the qualifying round. Ryland Beavers finishing the event with a 5th place finish was like remarkable. It's his career best in ISA.
He is such an experienced competitor. He's done really well in a lot of competitions and he's kind of a contest machine. So he knows how to win, he knows how to position himself, he knows how to perform under pressure. And for me as a coach with Ryland, I was really trying to get him to believe in his surfing ability and to ratchet up his performance. It was more to try to get him to surf without any fear. And we saw him catch a bunch of waves in this event where I'd never seen him surf like that in an event before. And I feel like he's really proud of his performance, which I'm really stoked about.
He also carried the team in unity. He was a real leader for the surfers. I think those are the things that Ryland will carry on with him after his amateur career into a professional career.
We're going out, we're walking down to Vi's final. How are we feeling, girls?
Vi's gonna win, I'm telling you. She's gonna win.
Vi's gonna smash him, Vi's gonna win. Vi's gonna be one hammer.
She's gonna smash him.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Jackson? What do you think?
Stop! How were you feeling going into that final?
Wait, how was I think?
I just had so much like adrenaline pumping. Uncle Shane was just like, this is just another heat. Surf your first 5 minutes. So in that heat, we kind of had a game plan also. I felt confident enough knowing whatever comes will happen. And when the heat started, I kind of just knew everyone was going to go to the right. That's where the scores had been.
In the U18 final for the women's, we had 3 regular foots and all of them paddled kind of down the beach where there was these rights. Vi and I kind of identified an area that had rights and lefts, but mostly lefts, which are right in her wheelhouse.
And they had been getting their scores, but all of a sudden out the bat, this left came to me. And I went and I got a good score on it, which set me in a good place.
I was on the beach with the flag, kind of directing her to where those waves were coming in, and she stuck to her guns, stuck to her game plan, and found those lefts.
Everyone had sat on the right. I got my 2 scores, and I feel like I was in a good lead, but there was one girl in that tangible reach that could have gotten the score. And so that's when I went over to the right and had to sit on her just to make sure I held the first place spot.
I put the flag so she would go sit on the other girls and put on pressures.
Luckily, it worked out in my favor.
Let's give it up for our new world champion, Hawai'i out of Hawaii, the 16-year-old.
Ultimately, when I came in from the water and everyone was running drenched in water and they were like chest high deep, everyone just drowning each other, and it was just the best thing to have that team spirit. That's what's so important, is like you had the whole team, you had everyone supporting you.
It's what the whole goal of every single surfer, 420 plus competitors wanted to do, and for it to be Wai'iti, one of the members of our team, what it was all about. And to be able to see her achieve her biggest goal in surfing, so proud, you know, like she did it.
She wanted to win, she showed up to win, and she had that confidence and self-belief, and it was just really fun as a coach to work with her and really help her build that self-belief through the last 10 days. And to see her shine and to see her have her moment and to be there to help her win the gold and win the junior world title was just super special, seriously. Just really stoked for Wai'iti.
That was just the best feeling, to be able to hold something dear to my heart, and coming from Hawaii and being Hawaiian and calling this my home and surfing my culture and something my ancestors have done for years. It was just this thing of hopefully me perpetuating my own culture, and any way to raise the Hawaiian flag, any way to perpetuate our culture, it's all I want to do at the end of the day. And just, it was just a sense of so much gratitude of where I come from, and just the love I have for the ocean, for surfing, and I had like so indescribable to, I can't even put words to it, but it was just something I'll carry with myself forever.
Oh, and by the way, you guys got a silver medal.
By the end of Wai'iti's final, she and the rest of Team Hawaii accumulated enough points to shoot the Hawaiians into second place for the team's division, earning Team Hawaii a silver medal.
I think finishing second with a silver medal in the ISA is a wonderful accomplishment. In the end, for us to come away with a silver was hard fought and earned. And that's something for some of the team members that it's their first medal. They're gonna cherish that forever.
It's just really neat to see everybody come together and feel so comfortable and just have an epic trip. Team Hawaii will always be rock solid, will always be family, will always be a force to reckon with. It's amazing to medal this year, and I can't wait to see where Team Hawaii goes next.
Kahakai, kahakai, yeah.